Good to be here today. Thank you for allowing us to come forth into your space. We appreciate the time and attention that you give to your learning and your development. We appreciate your desire to grow. We appreciate you having the desire to fulfill the purpose that was laid before you, knowing that only you can fulfill that purpose because it was meant for and made for you. Thank you for desiring to share our message with others. Thank you for desiring to help others grow and help others learn within themselves so that they may discover the uni of verses that is within them. Thank you for remembering to look at the sparkle within thine eye. What do you focus on is a reflection of the goodness that has been prepared for you. And when that goodness does not seem as though it is goodness, that means that you have been focusing on the opposite of the goodness that is prepared for you. Thank you for taking time to look into the mirror. That is your alignment. That is your growth factor. The first focus should always be within. If the first focus is not within, and what you see without will be without, especially in your eyes. Drink more water. It holds the intentions of the cosmic universe for you. You want to do something good for yourself? Put your intentions into what you eat and what you drink. Let it go and let it flow into the areas that it should. Let it do the work that it is intended. Let it do the masterpiece that it is intended to do. Because they say work is war. Because there's resistance. Be not resistant unto yourself. I was taught a lot of things. Some of those things helped in a major way. And some of those things were given to help destroy some things. People say you should always build and not destroy. But if that were the case, then how could you ever have a mindset that is conducive with growth? Because sometimes you have to destroy in order to rebuild. If you have an old building, old wine skins, how can you put a new building, new wine within it? You have to first tear down that old building. I think that's not easy for us as a people. Because a lack mentality was programmed into us. So when you have a lack mentality, then everything you have, you try to hold on to. Excuse me. Without ever releasing anything. And it keeps you filled with waste, with feelings, with not good feelings, let's put it that way, with password, I don't remember right now. Man, you have to let some things go. You have to detox. You have to cleanse. Your body does it automatically. So if your body does it automatically, then that means that that's something that you need to do. Because if it didn't do it automatically, then you probably wouldn't do it a lot of times, i.e. breathing. You not only breathe in air, oxygen, you also breathe out air in the form of carbon dioxide. So when it went in, It did something. It changed. It transformed some things. And it came out something else. It's everything. It's everything. What are you putting into you? Recently realized I wasn't drinking enough water. And as I realized that I wasn't drinking enough water, so many reasons were shown to me why I need to drink water. So guess what? I'm here, and I even have my refill bottle right here. Because I desire to do that for me. The first person that you must live for is you. No matter how, if you single, if you're married, if you have children or not, the first person that you have to live for is you. That's something that they talk to you about in physical therapy. True, in physical therapy. They talk to you about this in mental therapy. Do we grasp the importance? If you do everything for everyone else, if you do everything for everyone else, you deplete you. What are you doing for you? And I ask me first, what are you doing for you? The first thing that I do for me is take time to meditate. I realize that sometimes when I don't meditate, things seem more out of control than maybe they are. I can handle it differently when I meditate. I've already calmed me down. So those memories and triggers that are still there or still lingering get released, and there's not so much to hold on to. So I tell everyone to meditate. Learn to meditate. And yes, it is a learned practice. Practice. You have to practice. Excuse me, I need to see if this is important. It is. Excuse me, everyone. This is my daughter. Um, I take time to meditate. I don't know where exactly I was, but I take time to meditate. It allows me to be able to handle situations better, you know. And I tell anyone to do that. I was just having a talk with one of my daughters about that yesterday, you know. And meditation is a learned practice. First of all, you have to practice. You have to learn it, then you have to practice. Practice, then learn it. Practice as you learn it. Practice is learning. And sometimes it's easier to quiet your mind than others. And some people's minds are never quiet. Some people will say that that's not good. But I don't feel that that's necessarily true. I just feel that there needs to be order within your mind. There is an order to everything. So that there must be order in there. Everybody can't speak at once. And I feel like everybody has to have their turn. Who are you listening to? You have many, many ancestors before you. If every one of them are speaking at the same time, who are you listening to? Especially if they're not aligned. Where is your alignment? Have you learned what that is? Alignment? That's a beautiful word. It ain't always easy though. But it's not always hard either. Alignment is just you being pointed in the direction that is for your highest good. And sometimes that direction may not always feel the best. But we all have tests. We all have things that we have to go through to teach us the things that we need to be taught, And this is Kane. What you put in your mind matters. What you listen to matters. That's one of your greatest levels of programming, what you hear. That's why they put so much garbage and trash into the movies. Into the movies. I don't really watch too much television. I don't watch too much TV, too many movies. I don't. But the other day I said, let me sit down. Let me see if it's a movie I could watch. I found a couple. But what I always start out desiring to watch is something that reflects how I feel, something that reflects me, my desires, the family that is growing together, the 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 show that I see that is closest to that is The Shy. I like that show. It talks about real world issues. It talks about family issues, things that kids go through, things that kids go through in different neighborhoods. Um, so I feel like that's a good model. Maybe that's a message right there. Um, yeah. But other movies and things like that, it's hard to find something that just like, yeah, that's it. So we have to make our own, you know. I know that every day of my life is a movie. Now I'm looking at my phone to expect my daughter's message. I wonder, did I feel her? You know what? It is not easy to be a parent in this age. A parent to teenagers, young adults, and my children are all daughters. It's not easy because they grew up in the 2000s. All three of them. They grew up there, yeah, because we're still in 2000 now. So they grew up in the 2000s, and in that age, it was a great shift. You know, you have all the music, um, you have the internet, um, you have all the stations, all this stuff, all this outside stuff that works. See, war to keep you distracted from your inward self, your inward parts, your inward you. And though I know I've taught my daughters in a manner that it definitely keeps them sustained. Um, yeah, also, sometimes they're in constant war with themselves because of the things that they've been taught and the things that they see. And as parents of these generations, um, I did my best to keep phones out of my daughter's hands, like internet, all that stuff out of my daughter's hands as long as possible. I did well with that. Uh, uh, yet they still go through it, which we all do. So here we are, learning how to progress with every tool at your disposal. Yet now you have to use it in the proper manner that elevates you. I was listening to a brother, Julian Gordon, and he spoke about basically every person being a different religion, because you have your own thoughts and your own guidance within you, you know? And that makes so much sense. With that being said, one has to streamline themselves in order to get the best of the thoughts that are within them, which takes deprogramming from the programming that was given to you at birth of this incarnation of you. Ooh. Thank you for being attentive to your needs. Thank you for having the desire to help you grow. Thank you for caring about you. And thank you for uploading this video today. Finally, I will upload this video. I really don't know what has kept me from uploading the other ones, but this one, it will go up today. So have a great one. Going to check on my baby. Actually, two of my daughters just spoke to me within my heart, so I'm going to give them a call. You have a beautiful day. Love you. What are you feeding your mind? What are you putting into your temple? Because you are the temple of the whole Spirit. You are the temple. You are the incarnation of God. You are the evidence of the divine feminine walking on this planet. Continue to shine your light and speak your truth.